skipped. Verb, to move by hopping on alternate feet. Greater. Adjective, relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. Arrested. Verb, to stop the motion of a person or animal. Adjective, having been stopped or prevented from developing. Terminated prematurely. Deserves. Verb, to be entitled to, as a result of past actions, to be worthy to have. Invention. Noun, something invented. Pedal. Noun, a lever operated by one's foot that is used to control or power a machine or mechanism, such as a bicycle or piano. Verb, to operate a pedal attached to a wheel in a continuous circular motion. Adjective, of or relating to the foot. Mark. Noun, heading, boundary, land within a boundary. Verb, to put a mark on something, to make something recognizable by a mark, to label or write on something. Boards. Noun, a relatively long, wide and thin piece of any material, usually wood or similar, often for use in construction or furniture making. Noun, a rebound. Noun, with the a stage, as in a theater. Minister. Noun, a person who is trained to preach, to perform religious ceremonies, and to afford pastoral care at a Protestant church. Verb, to attend to the needs of, to tend, to take care of, to give aid, to give service. Darkness. Noun, the state of being dark, lack of light. Gamble. Noun, a bet or wager. Verb, to take a risk, with the potential of a positive outcome. Schematic. Noun, a simplified line drawing used by scientists, engineers, technologists and others to illustrate a system at an abstract level. Schematic drawings often use standard symbols for clarity. Adjective, represented too simply or in an overly formulaic way, reflecting a shallow or incomplete understanding of complex subject matter. Homework. Noun, work that is done at home, especially school exercises assigned by a teacher. Crossed. Verb, to make or form a cross. Adjective, marked by a line drawn crosswise, often denoting cancellation. Reagent. Noun, a compound or mixture of compounds used to treat or test materials. Samples. Other compounds or reactants in a laboratory or sometimes an industrial setting. Star. Noun, any small luminous dot appearing in the cloudless portion of the night sky, especially with a fixed location relative to other such dots. Verb, to appear as a featured performer or headliner, especially in an entertainment program. Goes. Noun, the act of going. Verb, to move. Station. Noun, a stopping place. Verb, usually passive, to put in place to perform a task. Center. Noun, the point in the interior of a circle that is equidistant from all points on the circumference. Verb, to cause an object to occupy the center of an area. Adjective, of, at, or related to a center. Courts. Noun, an enclosed space, a courtyard, an uncovered area shut in by the walls of a building, or by different buildings. Also, a space opening from a street and nearly surrounded by houses. A blind alley. Verb, to seek to achieve or win. Basement. Noun, a floor of a building below ground level. Proficient. Noun, an expert. Adjective, good at something. Skilled, fluent, practiced, especially in relation to a task or skill. Orange. Noun, an evergreen tree of the genus Citrus such as Citrus sinensis. Verb, to color orange. Adjective, having the color of the fruit of an orange tree. Yellow-red, reddish-yellow. Compatible. Noun, something that is compatible with something else. Adjective, capable of easy interaction. Explain. Verb, to make plain, manifest, or intelligible. To clear of obscurity. To illustrate the meaning of. Curling. Verb. To cause to move in a curve. Noun. The action or motion of something that curls or is curled. Flawless. Adjective. Without flaws, defects, or shortcomings. Perfect. Departure. Noun. The act of departing or something that has departed. Champion. Noun. An ongoing winner in a game or contest. Verb. To promote, advocate, or act as a champion for a cause, etc. Adjective. Acting as a champion that has defeated all one's competitors. Objects. Noun. A thing that has physical existence. Bar. Noun. A solid, more or less rigid object of metal or wood with a uniform cross-section smaller than its length. Remains. Noun. Chiefly in the plural. That which is left. Relic. Remainder. Verb. To stay behind while others withdraw. To be left after others have been removed or destroyed. To be left after a number or quantity has been subtracted or cut off. To be left as not included or comprised. Noun. What is left after a person or any organism dies. A corpse. Agreements. Noun. An understanding between entities to follow a specific course of conduct. Bug. Noun. An insect of the order Hemiptera. The true bugs. Verb. To annoy. Noun. A microfossil, particularly a foraminiferan. Alphabet. Noun. The set of letters used when writing in a language. Verb. To designate by the letters of the alphabet. To arrange alphabetically. Countryside. Noun. A rural area, or the rural part of a larger area. Glory. Noun. Great or overwhelming beauty or splendor. Verb. To exult with joy. To rejoice. Delegate. Noun. A person authorized to act as representative for another. A deputy. Verb. To authorize someone to be a delegate. Saved. Verb. To prevent harm or difficulty. Adjective. Rescued from the consequences of sin. Minimum. Noun. The lowest limit. Adjective. To the lowest degree. Dimension. Noun. A single aspect of a given thing. Verb. To mark, cut or shape something to specified dimensions. Availability. Noun. The quality of being available. Copy. Noun. The result of copying. An identical duplicate of an original. Verb. To produce an object identical to a given object. Regions. Noun. Any considerable and connected part of a space or surface. Specifically, a tract of land or sea of considerable but indefinite extent. A country. A district. In a broad sense. A place without special reference to location or extent but viewed as an entity for geographical, social or cultural reasons. Noun. Definite. The regions. The rest of the country excluding the capital city or metropolitan region. Handful. Noun. The amount that a hand will grasp or contain. Reed. Noun. Any of various types of tall, stiff, perennial grass-like plants growing together in groups near water. Financial. Adjective. Related to finances. Pleasant. Noun. A wit. A humorist. A buffoon. Adjective. Giving pleasure. Pleasing in manner. Researched. Verb. To search or examine with continued care. To seek diligently. Ask. Noun. An act or instance of asking. Verb. To request information or an answer to a question. Encryption. Noun. The process of obscuring information to make it unreadable without special knowledge. Key files or passwords. Reaches. Noun. The act of stretching or extending. Extension. Verb. To extend, stretch, or thrust out. For example, a limb or object held in the hand. Noun. The extreme limits. Coloring. Verb. To give something color. Noun. An act or process which applies color. Holy. Noun. A thing that is extremely holy. Used almost exclusively in Holy of Holies. Adjective. dedicated to a religious purpose or a god. Spy. Noun. A person who secretly watches and examines the actions of other individuals or organizations and gathers information on them, usually to gain an advantage. Verb. To act as a spy. House. Noun. A structure built or serving as an abode of human beings. Popcorn. Noun. A snack food made from corn, maize kernels popped by dry heating. Verb. Of a guinea pig. To stand up or jump up quickly. Quickly. Adverb. Rapidly. With speed. Fast. Assist. Noun. A helpful action or an act of giving. Verb. To help. Guise. Noun. An effigy of a man burned on a bonfire on the anniversary of the gunpowder plot. The 5th of November. Verb. To exhibit an effigy of Guy Fawkes around the 5th of November. Noun. A guide. A leader or conductor. Verb. To equip with a support cable. International. Noun. Someone who has represented their country in a particular sport. Adjective. Of or having to do with more than one nation. Province. Noun. A region of the earth or of a continent, a district or country. Mental. Adjective. Of or relating to the mind or an intellectual process. Perspectives. Noun. A view, vista or outlook. Management. Noun. Administration. The use of limited resources combined with forecasting, planning, leadership and execution skills to achieve predetermined specific goals. Bucket. Noun. A container made of rigid material, often with a handle, used to carry liquids or small items. Verb. To place inside a bucket. August. Adjective. Awe-inspiring, majestic, noble, venerable. Lands. Noun. The part of earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb. To descend to a surface, especially from the air. Acrobat. Noun. An athlete who performs acts requiring skill, agility and coordination. Having. Verb. To possess. Own. Noun. The act of possessing. Ownership. Adjective. Grasping. Greedy. License. Noun. A legal document giving official permission to do something. A permit. Verb. To give a formal, usually written, authorization. Cat. Noun. An animal of the family Felidae. Verb. To hoist the anchor by its ring so that it hangs at the cathead. Pessimistic. Adjective. Marked by pessimism and little hopefulness, expecting the worst. Discuss. Verb. To converse or debate concerning a particular topic. Racing. Verb. To take part in a race. In the sense of a contest. Verb. To assign a race to. To perceive as having a, usually specified, race. Noun. The sport of competing in races. Verb. To demolish. To level to the ground. Roar. Noun. A long, loud, deep shout, as of rage or laughter, made with the mouth wide open. Verb. To make a loud, deep cry, especially from pain, anger, or other strong emotion. Involve. Verb. To roll or fold up, to wind round, to entwine. Scuba. Noun. Underwater diving. An apparatus carried by a diver, which includes a tank holding compressed, filtered air and a regulator which delivers the air to the diver at ambient pressure which can be used underwater. Verb. To perform scuba diving. Even. Noun. Diminutive. An even number. Verb. To make flat and level. Adjective. Flat and level. Adverb. Exactly. Just. Fully. Percentage. Noun. The amount, number or rate of something. Regarded as part of a total of 100. A part of a whole. Boots. Noun. A heavy shoe that covers part of the leg. Verb. To kick. Noun. Remedy. Amends. Verb. To avail. Benefit. Profit. Noun. The act or process of bootstrapping. The starting or restarting of a computing device. Verb. To bootstrap. To start a system, e.g. a computer, by invoking its boot process or bootstrap. Noun. A bootleg recording. Noun. A servant at a hotel, etc. Who cleans and blacks the boots and shoes. Attributes. Noun. A characteristic or quality of a thing. Verb. To ascribe something to a given cause, reason, etc. Kiss. Verb. To touch with the lips or press the lips against. Usually to show love or affection or passion, or as part of a greeting. Records. Noun. A disc, usually made of a polymer, used to record sound for playback on a phonograph. Noun. An item of information put into a temporary or permanent physical medium. Verb. To make a record of information. Graduating. Verb. To be recognized by a school or university as having completed the requirements of a degree studied at the institution. Count on. Verb. To rely on, trust, or expect. Packaged. Verb. To pack or bundle something. Adjective. Having been placed in a package. Clothes. Noun. A woven fabric such as used in dressing, decorating, cleaning, or other practical use. Noun. Items of clothing. Apparel. Indices. Noun. An alphabetical listing of items and their location. Parallel. Noun. One of a set of parallel lines. Verb. To construct or place something parallel to something else. Adjective. Equally distant from one another at all points. Adverb. With a parallel relationship. Balance. Noun. A state in which opposing forces harmonize. Equilibrium. Verb. To bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Notifying. Verb. To give someone notice of some event. Preference. Noun. The selection of one thing or person over others, with the main adposition being for in relation to the thing or person, but possibly also of. Verb. To give preferential treatment to give a preference to. Force out. Noun. An instance of an out created by touching a base in advance of a runner who has no base to return to while in possession of a ball which has already touched the ground. Verb. To cause something to be ejected. Engine. Noun. A large construction used in warfare, such as a battering ram, catapult, etc. Verb. To equip with an engine. Said especially of steam vessels. Events. Noun. An occurrence. Something that happens. Verb. To occur. Take place. Verb. To be emitted or breathed out. To evaporate. Cube. Noun. A regular polyhedron having 6 identical square faces. Verb. To raise to the third power. To determine the result of multiplying by itself twice. Managers. Noun. A person whose job is to manage something, such as a business, a restaurant, or a sports team. Pilot. Noun. A person who steers a ship. A helmsman. Verb. To control an aircraft or watercraft. Adjective. Made or used as a test or demonstration of capability. Moss. Noun. Any of various small, green, seedless plants growing on the ground or on the surfaces of trees, stones, etc. Now specifically, a plant of the phylum Bryophyta, formerly division Mushy. Verb. To become covered with moss. Hold. Noun. A grasp or grip. Verb. To grasp or grip. Do away with. Verb. To abolish. To put an end to eliminate. Options. Noun. One of a set of choices that can be made. Verb. To purchase an option on something. Fruits. Noun. Often in the plural. In general. A product of plant growth useful to man or animals. Verb. To produce fruit, seeds, or spores. Biology. Noun. The study of all life or living matter. Classroom. Noun. A room, often in a school, where classes take place. Contain. Verb. to hold inside. Blue. Verb. To produce an air current. Verb. To blossom. To cause to bloom or blossom. Noun. The color of the clear sky or the deep sea. Between green and violet in the visible spectrum. And one of the primary additive colors for transmitted light. The color obtained by subtracting red and green from white light using magenta and cyan filters. Or any color resembling this. Adjective. Of the color blue. Adjective. Entertainment. Pornographic or profane. Anger. Noun. A strong feeling of displeasure. Hostility or antagonism towards someone or something. Usually combined with an urge to harm. Verb. To cause such a feeling of antagonism in. Inspired. Verb. To infuse into the mind. To communicate to the spirit. To convey. As by a divine or supernatural influence. To disclose preternaturally. To produce in. As by inspiration. Adjective. Having excellence through inspiration. Force. Noun. Strength or energy of body or mind. Active power. Vigor. Might. Capacity of exercising an influence or producing an effect. Verb. To violate. A woman. To rape. Noun. Law enforcement. Any police organization. A constabulary. Decades. Noun. A group, set, or series of 10, particularly. Sin. Noun. A violation of God's will or religious law. Verb. To commit a sin. King. Noun. A male monarch. A man who heads a monarchy. If it's an absolute monarchy, then he is the supreme ruler of his nation. Verb. To crown king. To make a person king. Relevant. Adjective. Directly related, connected, or pertinent to a topic. Drained. Verb. To lose liquid. Adjective. Lacking motivation and energy. Very tired. Knackered. King. Noun. A male monarch. A man who heads a monarchy. If it's an absolute monarchy, then he is the supreme ruler of his nation. Verb. To crown king. To make a person king. Silence. Noun. The absence of any sound. Verb. To make someone or something silent. Interjection. Be silent. Friendly. Noun. A game which is of no consequence in terms of ranking, betting, etc. Adjective. Generally warm, approachable and easy to relate with in character. Images. Noun. An optical or other representation of a real object. A graphic. A picture. Verb. To represent by an image or symbol. To portray. Cappuccino. Noun. An Italian coffee-based beverage made from espresso and milk that has been steamed and or frothed. Knob. Noun. A rounded protuberance, especially one arising from a flat surface. A fleshy lump or caruncle. Verb. Of a man. To have sex with. Starving. Verb. To die. In later use especially to die slowly, waste away. Noun. Starvation. Airplanes. Noun. A powered heavier than air aircraft with fixed wings. Verb. To fly in an aeroplane. Lure. Noun. Something that tempts or attracts, especially one with a promise of reward or pleasure. Verb. To attract by temptation, etc. To entice. Prevent. Verb. To stop. An outcome. To keep from doing something. Station. Noun. A stopping place. Verb. Usually passive. To put in place to perform a task. Input. Noun. The act or process of putting in. Infusion. Verb. To put in. Put on. Rain. Noun. Condensed water falling from a cloud. Verb. To have rain fall from the sky. Concept. Noun. An abstract and general idea. An abstraction. Blocked. Verb. To fill something so that it is not possible to pass. Adjective. Obstructed, impeding general movement. Sixth. Noun. Not used in the plural. The person or thing in the sixth position. Verb. To divide by 6. which also means multiplying a denominator by 6. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 6. Concert. Noun, agreement in a design or plan. Union formed by mutual communication of opinions and views. Accordance in a scheme. Harmony. Simultaneous action. Verb, to plan together. To settle or adjust by conference. Agreement, or consultation. Lead. Noun, a heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished. Both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity, it is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82, symbol Pb, from Latin plumbum, verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Bother. Noun, fuss. Ado, verb, to annoy, to disturb, to irritate. Interjection, a mild expression of annoyance. Laid. Adjective, of paper, marked with parallel lines, as if ribbed, from wires in the mold. Verb, to place down in a position of rest, or in a horizontal position. Verb, to don or put on, to fill in. Phylacteries. Links. Noun, some text or a graphic in an electronic document that can be activated to display another document, or trigger an action. Noun, a connection between places, people, events, things, or ideas. Verb, to connect two or more things. Noun, a torch, used to light dark streets. Verb, to skip or trip along smartly. To go quickly. Exactly. Adverb, manner, without approximation, precisely. Interjection, signifies agreement or recognition. Experiencing. Verb, to observe certain events, undergo a certain feeling or process, or perform certain actions that may alter one or contribute to one's knowledge, opinions, or skills. Drag. Noun, resistance of the air, or some other fluid, to something moving through it. Verb, to pull along a surface or through a medium, sometimes with difficulty. Barber. Noun, a person whose profession is cutting, usually male, custom as hair and beards. Verb, to cut the hair or beard of a person. Marmalade. Noun, citrus fruit variant of jam but distinguished by being made slightly bitter by the addition of the peel and by partial caramelization during manufacture. Most commonly made with Seville oranges, and usually qualified by the name of the fruit when made with other types of fruit. Verb, to spread marmalade on. Poop. Noun, fecal matter, feces. Verb, to make a short blast on a horn. Neurologist. Noun, a doctor or scientist who practices or specializes in neurology. Revolutionized. Verb, to radically or significantly change, as in a revolution. Overlapping. Verb, to extend over and partly cover something. Noun, the situation in which things overlap. Adjective, that overlaps something else. Inappropriate. Adjective, not appropriate, not suitable for the situation, time, or place. Fry. Noun, usually in the plural. Fries. A fried strip of potato. Verb, a method of cooking food. Shortcuts. Noun, a path between 2 points that is faster than the commonly used paths. Verb, to take or use a shortcut. Drive. Noun, motivation to do or achieve something. Ability coupled with ambition. Verb, to provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Feed. Noun, food given to, especially herbivorous, animals. Verb, detransitive, to give, someone or something, food to eat. Leader. Noun, any person that leads or directs. Investing. Verb, to spend money, time, or energy on something, especially for some benefit or purpose. Used within. Noun, the act of something being invested. an investment. Romantic. Adjective. Of or dealing with languages or cultures derived from Roman influence and Latin. Italian, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Romanian, Catalan, Occitan, Corsican, etc. Adjective. Of or pertaining to romance. Noun. A person with romantic character. A character like those of the knights in a mythic romance. Adjective. Of a work of literature. A writer, etc. Being like or having the characteristics of a romance. Or poetic tale of a mythic or quasi-historical time. Fantastic. Activist. Noun. One who is politically active in the role of a citizen. Especially, one who campaigns for change. Adjective. Behaving as an activist. Rewarding. Verb. To give a reward to or for. Adjective. Giving or resulting in reward or satisfaction. Break. Noun. An instance of breaking something into two or more pieces. Verb. To separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack. By a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Finals. Noun. A final examination. A test or examination given at the end of a term or class. The test that concludes a class. Harmless. Adjective. Incapable of causing harm or danger. Safe. Long. Noun. A long vowel. Verb. To take a long position in. Adjective. Having much distance from one terminating point on an object or an area to another terminating point. Usually applies to horizontal dimensions. See usage notes below. Epicenter. Noun. The point on the land or water surface directly above the focus. Or hypocenter. Of an earthquake. Verb. Of an earthquake. To have its epicenter. At a specified location. Profitable. Adjective. Producing a profit. Leaves. Noun. The usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb. To have a consequence or remnant. Noun. The action of the batsman not attempting to play at the ball. Noun. Permission to be absent. Time away from one's work. Verb. To give leave to. Allow. Permit. Let. Grant. Verb. To produce leaves or foliage. Verb. To raise. To levy. Platforms. Noun. A raised stage from which speeches are made and on which musical and other performances are made. Verb. To furnish with or shape into a platform. Forwarded. Verb. To advance, promote. Overspending. Verb. To spend too much money. Especially. To spend more than one earns. Noun. The spending of too much money. Logger. Noun. A worker whose occupation is to harvest trees. Safekeeping. Noun. The act of keeping something safe. Protection from harm, damage, loss, or theft. Danced. Verb. To move with rhythmic steps or movements, especially in time to music. Shift. Noun. A modifier key whose main function is shifting between two or more functions of any of certain other keys, usually by pressing shift and the other button simultaneously. Noun. A type of women's undergarment. A slip. Verb. Sometimes figurative. To move from one place to another. To redistribute. Solutions. Noun. A homogeneous mixture, which may be liquid, gas or solid, formed by dissolving one or more substances. Verb. To treat with a solution. Audiobook. Noun. A recording, usually made available for sale, of a reading of the full text or of an abridgment of a book. Fiber. Noun. A single elongated piece of a given material, roughly round in cross-section, often twisted with other fibers to form thread. Cane. Noun. A plant with simple stems, like bamboo or sugar cane, or the stem thereof. Verb. To strike or beat with a cane or similar implement. Instance. Noun. Urgency of manner or words. An urgent request. Insistence. Verb. To mention as a case or example. to refer to cite, know, noun, knowledge, the state of knowing, verb, to perceive the truth or factuality of, to be certain of or that, pet, noun, an animal kept as a companion, verb, to stroke or fondle, an animal, adjective, favorite, cherished, the focus of one's, usually positive, attention, envy, noun, resentful desire of something possessed by another or others, but not limited to material possessions, verb, to feel displeasure or hatred towards someone, for their good fortune or possessions. Handles, noun, the part of an object which is designed to be held in the hand when used or moved, verb, to touch, to feel or hold with the hand. Crop, noun, a plant, especially a cereal, grown to be harvested as food, livestock fodder or fuel or for any other economic purpose. Compile, noun, an act of compiling code, verb, to put together, to assemble, to make by gathering things from various sources. Mask, noun, a cover, or partial cover, for the face, used for disguise or protection, verb, to cover, the face or something else, in order to conceal the identity or protect against injury, to cover with a mask or visor. Oven, noun, a chamber used for baking or heating. Cameraman, noun, somebody who operates a movie camera or television camera. Gas, noun, matter in a state intermediate between liquid and plasma that can be contained only if it is fully surrounded by a solid, or in a bubble of liquid, or held together by gravitational pull. It can condense into a liquid, or can, rarely, become a solid directly. Verb, to kill with poisonous gas. Shine, noun, brightness from a source of light. Verb, to emit light. Paw, noun, the soft foot of a mammal or other animal, generally a quadruped, that has claws or nails, comparable to a human hand or foot. Verb, of an animal, to go through something, such as a garbage can, with paws. Restaurants, noun, an eating establishment in which diners are served food, usually by waiters at their tables but sometimes, as in a fast food restaurant, at a counter. Random, noun, a roving motion, course without definite direction, lack of rule or method. Chance, adjective, having unpredictable outcomes and, in the ideal case, all outcomes equally probable, resulting from such selection, lacking statistical correlation. Illusion, noun, anything that seems to be something that it is not. Refreshed, verb, to renew or revitalize. Frames, noun, the structural elements of a building or other constructed object. Verb, to fit, as for a specific end or purpose. Make suitable or comfortable. Adapt, designer, noun, a person who designs something, or who designs things as a profession. Adjective, created by a designer, especially a fashion designer. Ecologist, noun, a scholar of ecology. Exaggerate, verb, to overstate, to describe more than is fact. Gestures, noun, a motion of the limbs or body, especially one made to emphasize speech. Verb, to make a gesture or gestures. Negative, noun, refusal or withholding of assents. Prohibition, veto, verb, to refuse. To veto, adjective, not positive nor neutral. Interjection, signaling, an elaborate synonym for no. After, adjective, later. Second, of two, next, following, subsequent. Adverb, behind, later in time, following. Preposition, subsequently to, following in time, later than. Conjunction, signifies that the action of the clause it starts takes place before the action of the other clause. Discrepancy, noun, an inconsistency between facts or sentiments. Latest, adjective, near the end of a period of time. Adverb. After a deadline has passed. Past a designated time. Noun. The most recent thing, particularly information or news. Passion. Noun. Any great, strong, powerful emotion, especially romantic love or extreme hate. Verb. To suffer pain or sorrow. To experience a passion. To be extremely agitated. Mute. Noun. A stopped consonant. A stop. Verb. To silence. To make quiet. Adjective. Not having the power of speech. Dumb. Cure. Noun. A method, device or medication that restores good health. Furious. Adjective. Feeling great anger, raging, violent. Gross. Noun. 12 dozen equals 144. Verb. To earn money, not including expenses. Adjective. Of behavior considered to be wrong, highly or conspicuously offensive. Comply. Verb. To yield assent. To accord. To acquiesce, agree, consent. To adapt oneself, to conform. Divide. Noun. A thing that divides. Verb. To split or separate something into two or more parts. Shoulder. Noun. The part of an animal's body between the base of the neck and forearm socket. Verb. To push a person or thing using one's shoulder. Receipt. Noun. The act of receiving, or the fact of having been received. Verb. To give or write a receipt for something. Frisbee. Noun. A disc-shaped gliding toy. Verb. To throw something in the manner of a frisbee. Intelligent. Adjective. Of high or especially quick cognitive capacity, bright. Laptop. Noun. A laptop computer. Customer. Noun. A patron. A client. One who purchases or receives a product or service from a business or merchant. Or intends to do so. Impartiality. Noun. The quality of being impartial. Fairness. Social. Noun. A festive gathering to foster introductions. Adjective. Being extroverted or outgoing. Noun. Interactive forms of media that allow users to interact with and publish to each other. Generally by means of the Internet. Noun. A system whereby the state either through general or specific taxation provides various benefits to help ensure the well-being of its citizens. Noun. A 9-digit number issued to citizens, permanent residents, and temporary, working residents under Section 205, c. 2, of the Social Security Act, codified as 42 U.S.C. Section 405, c. 2. The number is issued to an individual by the Social Security Administration. Its primary purpose is to track individuals for taxation purposes. Abbreviated as SSN. In recent years, the SSN has become a de facto national identification number. Noun. The study of history, geography, civics, sociology, economics, and other social science subjects, especially in primary and secondary school. Dorm. Verb. To reside in a dorm. Noun. A room containing a number of beds, and often some other furniture and/or utilities for sleeping, often applied to student and backpacker accommodation of this kind. Goodness. Noun. The state or characteristic of being good. Relief. Noun. The removal of stress or discomfort. Generalization. Noun. The formulation of general concepts from specific instances by abstracting common properties. Sniggers. Verb. To emit a snigger. Genius. Noun. Someone possessing extraordinary intelligence or skill, especially somebody who has demonstrated this by a creative or original work in science, music, art, etc. Adjective. Ingenious, brilliant, very clever, or original. Marking. Verb. To put a mark on something. To make something recognizable by a mark. To label or write on something. Noun. The action of the verb to mark. Proposal. Noun, something which is proposed, or offered for consideration or acceptance. Cassette. Noun, a small flat case containing magnetic tape on 2 reels. Used to record and play back audio and video material. Rapidly. Adverb, with speed, in a rapid manner. Implements. Noun, a tool or instrument for working with. Verb, to bring about, to put into practice. Pound. Noun, a unit of mass equal to 16 avoirdupois ounces. Equals 453.59237 grams. Today this value is the most common meaning of pound as a unit of weight. Black. Noun, the color perceived in the absence of light, but also when no light is reflected, but rather absorbed. Verb, to make black, to blacken. Adjective, of an object, absorbing all light and reflecting none. Dark and hueless. Mindful. Adjective, being aware of something, attentive, heedful. Signals. Noun, a sequence of states representing an encoded message in a communication channel. Verb, to indicate, to convey or communicate by a signal. Couple. Noun, 2 partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb, to join 2 things together, or one thing to another. Adjective, 2 or a small number of. Deer. Noun, a ruminant mammal with antlers and hooves of the family Cervidae, or one of several similar animals from related families of the order Artiodactyla. Balcony. Noun, an accessible structure extending from a building, especially outside a window. Days. Noun, any period of 24 hours. Verb, to spend a day in a place. Noun, a particular time or period of vague extent. Actions. Noun, something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb, to act on a request, etc., in order to put it into effect. Notification. Noun, the act of notifying. Payments. Noun, the act of paying. Algorithm. Noun, a collection of ordered steps that solve a mathematical problem. A precise step-by-step plan for a computational procedure that possibly begins with an input value and yields an output value in a finite number of steps. Revenge. Noun, any form of personal retaliatory action against an individual, institution, or group for some alleged or perceived harm or injustice. Verb, to take revenge for a particular harmful action, or on behalf of its victim. To avenge. Blow. Noun, a strong wind. Verb, to produce an air current. Seekers. Noun, one who seeks. Derived. Verb, to obtain or receive something from something else. Adjective, of, or pertaining to conditions unique to the descendant species of a clade, and not found in earlier ancestral species. Caps. Noun, a close-fitting hat, either brimless or peaked. Verb, to cover or seal with a cap. Noun, capitalization. Noun, an uppercase letter. Verb, to convert text to uppercase. Noun, capacitor. Noun, a recording or screenshot. Verb, to take a screenshot or to record a copy of a video. Noun, a capsule of a drug. Noun, a wooden drinking bowl with 2 handles. Noun, capital letters. Capitals. Steamed. Verb, to cook with steam. Adjective, cooked by steaming. Cools. Verb, to lose heat, to get colder. Many. Noun, a multitude, a great aggregate, a mass of people, the generality, the common herd. Adjective, a large number of. Numerous. Pronoun, an indefinite large number of people or things. Bay. Noun, a berry. Compassionate. Verb, to feel compassion for someone or with regard to something. To regard someone or something with compassion. Adjective, having, feeling or showing compassion to or toward someone. Society. Noun, A long-standing group of people sharing cultural aspects such as language, dress, norms of behavior and artistic forms. Inexpensive. Adjective, low in price. Steep. Noun, the steep side of a mountain etc. A slope or acclivity. Adjective, of a near vertical gradient, of a slope, surface, curve, etc., that proceeds upward at an angle near vertical. Month. Noun, a period into which a year is divided, historically based on the phases of the moon. Photographer. Noun, one who takes photographs, typically as an occupation. Invaluable. Adjective, of great value, costly, precious, priceless. Liking. Verb, to enjoy, be pleased by. Favor, be in favor of. Verb, to be likely. Move. Noun, the act of moving, a movement. Verb, to change place or posture. To go, in any manner, from one place or position to another. Fill in. Verb, to fill, to replace material that is absent or has been removed. Basics. Noun, a necessary commodity, a staple requirement. Reasons. Noun, a cause. Verb, to deduce or come to a conclusion by being rational. Latitude. Noun, the angular distance north or south from a planet's equator, measured along the meridian of that particular point. Integrated. Verb, to form into one whole, to make entire, to complete, to renew, to restore, to perfect. Adjective, composed and coordinated to form a whole. Observation. Noun, the act of observing, and the fact of being observed. See observance. Pathetic. Adjective, arousing pity, sympathy, or compassion. Giving. Verb, detransitive, to move, shift. Provide something abstract or concrete to someone or something or somewhere. Noun, the act of bestowing as a gift. A conferring or imparting. Adjective, having the tendency to give. Generous. Flooded. Verb, to overflow, as by water from excessive rainfall. Adjective, filled with water from rain or rivers. Conductor. Noun, one who conducts or leads, a guide, a director. Poetry. Noun, literature composed in verse or language exhibiting conscious attention to patterns and rhythm. Damp. Noun, moisture, humidity, dampness. Verb, to dampen, to make moderately wet. Adjective, in a state between dry and wet. Moderately wet, moist. Historian. Noun, a writer of history, a chronicler, an annalist. Reconcile. Verb, to restore a friendly relationship, to bring back to harmony. Compiler. Noun, one who compiles. Seed. Noun, a fertilized and ripened ovule, containing an embryonic plant. Verb, to plant or sow an area with seeds. Senders. Noun, someone who sends. Gorgeous. Adjective, of a person or place, very beautiful. Singer. Noun, a person who sings, often professionally. Music. Noun, a series of sounds organized in time, employing melody, harmony, tempo etc., usually to convey a mood. Verb, to seduce or entice with music. Composing. Verb, to make something by merging parts. Changed. Verb, to become something different. Conductor. Noun, one who conducts or leads, a guide, a director. Green. Adjective, having green as its color. Selection. Noun, a process by which heritable traits conferring survival and reproductive advantage to individuals, or related individuals, tend to be passed on to succeeding generations and become more frequent in a population, whereas other less favorable traits tend to become eliminated. The differential survival and reproduction of phenotypes. Noun, the process or act of selecting. Balance. Noun, a state in which opposing forces harmonize. Equilibrium. Verb, to bring items, To an equipoise. As the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Called. Verb. Heading. To use one's voice. 50. Noun. A banknote or coin with a denomination of 50. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 49 and before 51. Drained. Verb. To lose liquid. Adjective. Lacking motivation and energy. Very tired. Knackered. Shortcuts. Noun. A path between 2 points that is faster than the commonly used paths. Verb. To take or use a shortcut. Driving. Verb. To provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Adjective. That drives. A mechanism or process. Excuse. Noun. Explanation designed to avoid or alleviate guilt or negative judgment. A plea offered in extenuation of a fault. Verb. To forgive. To pardon. Liter. Noun. The metric unit of fluid measure, equal to 1 cubic decimeter. Symbols. L. Processed. Verb. To perform a particular process on a thing. Verb. To walk in a procession. Adjective. That has completed a required process. Allegation. Noun. An assertion, especially an accusation, not necessarily based on facts. Enjoying. Verb. To receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Pinch. Noun. The action of squeezing a small amount of a person's skin and flesh. Making it hurt. Verb. To squeeze a small amount of a person's skin and flesh. Making it hurt. Buckets. Noun. A container made of rigid material, often with a handle, used to carry liquids or small items. Verb. To place inside a bucket. Plays. Noun. Activity for amusement only, especially among the young. Verb. To act in a manner such that one has fun. To engage in activities expressly for the purpose of recreation or entertainment. Specialist. Noun. Someone who is an expert in, or devoted to, some specific branch of study or research. Adjective. Specialized. Milk. Noun. A white liquid produced by the mammary glands of female mammals to nourish their young. From certain animals, especially cows. It is also called dairy milk and is a common food for humans as a beverage or used to produce various dairy products such as butter, cheese, and yogurt. Booked. Verb. To reserve something for future use. Musical. Noun. A stage performance, show or film that involves singing, dancing and musical numbers performed by the cast as well as acting. Adjective. Of. Belonging or relating to music, or to its performance or notation. Restrooms. Noun. A room containing a public toilet, a public lavatory,